You should give this recipe a try, beautiful people. You will love it. My name is Sianoki, and it's always a pleasure to have you here. So for this recipe, I have beef with me. Now this beef, when I got it, was already cut into pieces by my butcher because the intention was to make some stew with it. But then I changed my mind and decided to make a stir fry. So this is frozen, and I am cutting it into this sizes. Okay, it's easier to cut when it's frozen, especially when they are small like this. So after cutting them into these sizes, I'm just going to spread it out on my chopping board so that it thaw completely. I wouldn't want to do this recipe with the ice in them, okay, else they'll be releasing their water, the juices within them, and then it would interfere with this recipe. So once the water had drained completely, I cleaned it with some tissue paper, okay, to get rid of the excess water. Now to this, I'm adding some sweet ajili all pepper seasoning because that has onions, it has garlic, it has ginger. So if you don't have this, you can use ginger powder, onion powder, garlic powder, okay. But because I have these spices, life is made stuff easy. So I added some of the kelewele spices as well, and I'm adding coriander, cumin, fennel seeds powder that I have right here on my channel, and then my mixed herbs. Okay, now I'm going to add some salt to this as well, and then some cornstarch. After which I'll add some oyster sauce, some oil, and give this a good stir. Now so this recipe is looking similar to what I sent to my people at the office. If you watched that video, yes, we had this at home. We loved it before I made that for my people. But this was a little bit different. Okay, so let's watch that. So I just covered that and then, set it aside. So while that was aside, that was when I actually prepped all these ingredients. So for this one, I did it the same day, okay, that I sort of spiced my beef. Okay, so you saw everything in there. It has some bell pepper, some scotch bonnet pepper, some onion, some garlic, and I'm grating the ginger as well. Okay, so this more was supposed to be like a peppered beef. Now I was supposed to crush this, okay, into flakes, but then I ended up over blending it, okay, and I'm adding some tomatoes to this as well. So this is the difference. I'm adding a bit of tomatoes to this, and then I blended that. Now into my pan, I've grated some garlic and some ginger, and I am going to fry this in the oil for just about some few seconds, and then I will now throw in all the beef. I'll line them up in the wok, individual pieces so that it's easy for them to fry. And because I cut these things were cut very like because they are small pieces of beef, it's easy for them to cook. Okay, so just after 2 minutes on one side, I am turning for the other side to also fry for 2 minutes. So because again it is very small, it's cooks very fast. Okay, so now this is what we're going for. Look at how juicy they are looking. So I take them out and then I will continue the process until I fry or my beef. At this point, I'll remind you to kindly give this video a thumbs up. It does help a lot, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thank you so much. So I'm done frying all my beef. They are all looking so good and juicy. And then into the wok under high heat, guys. I was doing this under high heat. Goes in my onions, okay. And then I'm also adding some red and green bell peppers. That's what I have. If you have any other vegetables that you love, feel free and add them, okay. So I'm frying this under a very very high heat so that this do not release their juices. Okay, ideally I would add some black pepper and salt, but I probably didn't. So you can add some black pepper and some salt to this to activate the sweetness in them. Now at this point, see how my pan was looking. Okay, it was like, yeah, looking that burnt. So I was actually coming to clear this away. I poured the water on it because I felt it was burnt and it would be bitter. So the intention was to clear this so that I continue the recipe. But after, pouring the water and, clearing, using my spoon to do this, I gave it a taste and it was so good. This was tasting delicious. I'm like, wow. So I just went ahead and then I added the pepper mix. This had some tomatoes in there as well, and then I gave it a stir, and boy, like, this was tasting good. I'm not even exaggerating, but I think it depends on the kind of saucepan you use. Make sure you taste it first if you are doing this, okay? If you taste it and it's bitter, please do not use it. But this worked perfectly. And then I came in with some margarine. You can have butter if that's what you have, or a bit of coconut oil if that's what you have, okay? So I added this to it, and it took this to another level. I wasn't expecting this recipe. This wasn't the plan at all. Honestly, I'll be sharing with you what the plan was later in another video, what I was expected and what I got. But what I got to, it was so good that I decided to do a similar one for my people in the office, and you saw the feedback. They loved it as well. So this was quite different from that, but both of them taste so good. So please watch this space so as I bring you the one I had in mind, okay? Now that finally I had some scallions or some spring onions or some green onions and I'm spreading it around it, and see, guys, just look at this. Just look at this. So juicy. You're invited. So yeah, alongside I was preparing some turmeric rice. This is turmeric, and then I added some veggies to it, and I'm serving this with the beef. It was a winner, guys. We loved it. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Thank you, beautiful people, for the support out here. I'm hoping to share this video on the 31st December 2021, and to say thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. God bless you. God bless you for your time. God bless you for everything. Okay, I'll see you again in another video, God willing, next year. Please stay safe and stay blessed, and happy new year to you.